What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look. I just watched the press conference for Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs, and this is how I feel about it. Give me some water. This is how I feel about it. In the dawn of horrible news about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury rematch falling apart and not happening, we are reminded of what makes this sport so great. We are reminded of a fighter, okay? Two fighters, but one fighter in particular who is going against the grain. I did a poll, all right? I did a poll, and the poll is still going on. Did Tyson Fury duck Deontay Wilder? And I have 48%, something like that, of people saying yes. And a lot of people, they've already chimed in, hundreds of people already. But one of the options was, it's business. So I have yes, no, and it's business. 36%, something close to the 48%. It's like 30-something percent, 36, 38% people says it's business. That is the problem. That is the problem. After Floyd Mayweather, the perception of good business has changed. The perception of what makes good business has changed. I'm still thinking good business is having a good fight. I'm still thinking that good business is fights that people want to see, that the boxing fan wants to see. And here's a huge highlight of the of Canelo and Danny Jacobs' press conference. Danny Jacobs got up there on the podium. He said, "This fight isn't just for a legacy, my legacy. This is a fight for the fans. Much love to Canelo for taking this fight and being a true champion." Danny Jacobs also said, "Triple G was bigger than Canelo. I'm bigger than Triple G. And I'm different in fielding because I got a different style. I can bang. I can fight. Canelo isn't just fighting a bigger man, a far larger man, but a larger man who can fight." And Danny Jacobs, he's admitted to that. When they stood up, they're face to face, Canelo facing off against Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs was clearly bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he's the cash cow. He can care less. What's better for his legacy is not ducking Danny Jacobs. What's better for the fans is making this fight. And they made this fight, and this is a fight that nobody would have blamed Golden Boy for not taking. Nobody would have blamed him. Everybody's shocked. You want to know why everybody's shocked that this fight was made? Because its business is a different thing now. Its business has a different definition. Its business has been defined by the Floyd Mayweather era, and that its business means what's best for the cash cow. That's the problem. Its business no longer is defined by the fight that the people want to see. Canelo went against the grain. Danny Jacobs is Canelo's next fight for May 4. And everyone knows the type of challenge Danny Jacobs is. I've said it before. The two fighters that are the most impactful for the sport right now is Canelo Alvarez and Mikey Garcia. Much love to Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Those guys are beasts. They're beasts. Much love to I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that people like Canelo and Mikey Garcia putting up their legacy, putting up their record to go up against huge challenges. I looked at Mikey Garcia standing up face to face with Errol Spence, looking up at that man. Errol Spence looking like a giant compared to Mikey Garcia. Guess what? Danny Jacobs looked like a giant compared to Canelo Alvarez. And Mikey Garcia and Canelo Alvarez had the same face. So what? That's why I think Canelo Alvarez and Mikey Garcia are two of the most impactful boxers right now for the sport. I don't think Mikey Garcia is going to beat Errol Spence, but that's not the point. The point is the fight, and the fight is being made, and its business needs to be redefined. Not what's best for the cash cow. Not what's best for the pockets of this man or that man. It's what fight does the fan want? That's what its business need to be defined as. I think Canelo Alvarez should be applauded for taking this fight May 4th against Danny Jacobs. And I think Mikey Garcia should also be applauded. And both of those guys, in my opinion, are the two most impactful boxers in the game today. I totally enjoyed that press conference between Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs. Totally enjoyed it. The respect, but the fact that the fight is made. I'm looking at these two guys and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that we're going to have that fight. When Canelo Alvarez first signed with DAZN and signed that big mega deal, I remember announcing that, and I had someone in the comments say, okay, yeah, so out of those 11 fights, we're going to have 2 big ones. Not knowing that he's going to take on a high-risk, low-reward fight like Danny Jacobs so early. I got to love it. I got to love it. So let me know what you guys think about the press conference. Let me know what you think about me calling Mikey Garcia and Canelo Alvarez two of the most impactful boxers in the game today. And I know you got to love the fact that we're having this fight and this press conference happen during a time of such bad news of the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder rematch falling apart, because boxing still has hope of changing, turning around, and redefining the term "it's business." ShowBizz the dope. I'm out.